Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Attack here, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Partner. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Partner. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Hartman. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Throwing again. Hartman. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Here we go now.
To throw from his end zone, Hartman. Able to find Kirk complete. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Here we go.
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Green, 19.
From the gun, Hartman. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on third down, Hartman. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 19.
The give is to Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Christian Kirk, 65 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This is Harris, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Set! 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard!
They're going to look to throw. And Adams has it complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll drop the throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, 26 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Throwing on 1st down. Hartman. And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hartman. Looking deep downfield. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey,
They'll look to throw. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Yeah. You don't want none. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey. Set. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go. Check safety. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Detroit.
They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the play fake. Hartman. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now let's go. Green.
On 1st and 10, Hartman. This complete to Henry over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
All right, here we go.
Off-play action. Hartman. Now he's flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go now! Green 39!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A give to Bell. And now running right through it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now back to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
They'll run it with Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Will Fuller, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Let's go.
On first down, Hartman. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, Hartman. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hartman looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hartman. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Looking to throw. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw on second down. Hartman escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hartman. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
There we go. Out.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Strong right. All right, here we go. Boom,
From the gun, Hartman. That is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
4 down. Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Over. Check 3. Motion.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Bell and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman throwing the slant pattern here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Off-play action. Hartman. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian Kirk saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.